Hey! So, I know it's been a minute. Sorry. Hello friends, it's Spicy. Here I am. Welcome back to the final part of the series, Dance to Diavolo. The final update. It's been a couple weeks. It's been like 3 weeks now. 4 weeks. So here's the thing. I already recorded a video once before talking about my experience. It was about an hour and a half long, and I got about halfway through the process and I hated everything about it. I didn't like the tone that I was coming off in. It was just uncomfortable to watch for me personally. And I watch myself pretty consistently and it's uncomfortable pretty consistently, but this was just another level of uncomfortable and I wasn't loving it. And it's been 3 weeks and I have been pushing myself to continue editing it and put this elaborate thing together, and I just hated it. So I'm starting over. Here I am. I'm gonna do one continuous shot, and I pray that I am editing out next to nothing. Very much so like Peter Mon, if you've ever seen him. I love him. And I'm gonna try and emulate that same approach of just shoot the thing and don't think about it and move on with life. Long story short, I did not get the job. It did not go well. I'll explain it briefly. I did get a little bit of footage during the day of the audition, and I also recorded a little bit of footage after the fact, and I'm just gonna kind of leave it all out here and let you guys know, in all honesty, kind of what happened. So it's the day of, it's the 31st of July, and I am a nervous mess. Shit. Okay, friends, we're here. I'm nervous, I'm excited, feeling all the things. The doors open in 1 minute. I feel ready. Cool, calm, collected minds prevail. Gonna do my best. Thank you to all of my lovely, amazing, beautiful, wonderful friends who sent me some warm wishes yesterday. Spicy out. As you can tell, I'm looking around, I'm really nervous, I'm fidgeting, I can't breathe very well. It's pre-audition nerves. I was super nervous the day before, the entire week leading up to it. I'm not surprised that when I got there, it was the same nerves. A lot of the people there were so incredibly nice, so kind, and it was actually a pretty supportive environment. That was really cool. There was a little bit of competition, which is not to be surprised by, especially with like handstands and acrobatics. We had a long time to warm up and everybody started flexing on each other. Such is life. After that warm-up period, we turned in all of our paperwork, including our availability, and from there we started the audition. There were a couple of rounds. I personally did the first round, which was a modern dance section, and was cut immediately. I was one of, 10 or 15 people cut. The audition itself had about 50 plus dancers in attendance. That was pretty insane. There was no space to dance and move around in, and it was pretty upsetting. It's kind of frustrating to navigate in such a small area, and it was pretty expansive choreography, and they were asking a lot of acrobatics. Personally, I don't like flipping with people that close to me in proximity. And the last time I did that was over 10 years ago, so I was not ready for that. I thought I did a pretty good job. I'm proud of myself. And then they also posted a video after the fact, and I'll put that in here. when I saw that video, I cringed at the look on my face when they showed it. I was just like, oh my God, I look like I'm so bored or put out to be there. It was just like horrifying. But anyways, I did the thing, and later on in the video, I'm actually really proud of myself. I saw myself do the Tensica, which is a front walkover mixed with a cartwheel. And I just like threw that day, first time I threw it in a long time. And I was like, I'm throwing this whether I land on my butt or my back or my feet, it's happening, I'm doing it. And I did it, and it looks really beautiful. I was so pleased with that. So yeah, that was great. I'm gonna go ahead and also now insert a clip of the actual combination that we learned. It was very fast paced, and there was no room for actually practicing the choreography before we had to show it. We danced it through, like, performance wise, 2 times back to back, which is pretty intense. And the learning process of it was extremely fast, which again, I'm not surprised by. I'll go ahead and put that in now. Luckily, I was one of the lower numbers that performed. I was number 11. And so when they called out the numbers, they said numbers 5 through 9, go ahead and perform now. And then 10 through 12, perform now. So I was actually the second group that got to show the number. So the dance actually was really fresh in my memory, which was very good, very convenient. The downside to that is the part where you get to make up your own stuff and get creative. I was a little less creative, where it pushed people who were later to be more imaginative and creative with what they did. So it's an advantage to go first, but it's also a disadvantage. And likewise, if you go later, the choreography is less fresh in your head, but you have more of an opportunity to stand out. Either way, I didn't get it. I got cut. I made a couple friends, which was really cool. One of the girls that I had made friends with actually did make it through to the second round. And she said that the second round was more acrobatics heavy with the choreography. After that, they went into a show us what you got section, which is an opportunity to showcase special skills, talents, acrobatics, anything that you can do, that's where you do it. And then finally after that, you get to work with the giant set piece, which is what they call the boat. It's a half sphere shape, and you get to jump off of the edge of it and practice your flyer skills. So that was kind of the audition. I think they were looking for, they said 2 dancers is what they were looking for, and then at a later point they said 4 to 5 dancers. So anywhere from a range of 2 to 5 dancers out of 50 in the Los Angeles location, but keep in mind they also did auditions in Chicago and New York. And one of the girls who auditioned in New York, I believe, came out to the Los Angeles audition. So I thought that was pretty cool. So that was my experience. There were highs and lows. I think that it's really important when you go into an audition to keep a very open mind about everything that you're watching. These people that you are dancing with are possible fellow company dancers that you would be working with in the future. You're also getting to meet and work with the director and the current company dancers, so you get to know them better as well. And it was a very informative experience. I don't feel any negativity or resentment towards the entire thing. I am bummed I didn't get it, but you know, you live and you learn. And I feel better and stronger for the experience that I had. I'm also really happy with the progress I made on my physical body, going to the gym every day, working on my handstands, working on my flexibility, working on my dancing, all of that. I'm so proud of myself. And though I didn't get it, I don't consider it a waste. It's really just storing up all of that momentum for the next big thing that's coming my way. No. Yeah, so that was my Diavolo audition experience. It did not end as excitingly as I had hoped it would. It was a pretty sudden door slamming shut in my face. It was a really hot day. I was sweating. I was dying. Luckily, I had brought my electrolyte drink with me, kind of like Gatorade. It's called Nuun, N-U-U-N. I'll put a clip of it right here. And that honestly saved me. It was really hot in there. We had 2 industrial fans and that was it. No air conditioning, which is, it's not uncommon. It was an industrial space and it's pretty tightly packed in. So it's not surprising that that happened, but yeah. I think that's about it. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really danced that much since the audition. I have not practiced my handstands at all. Yeah, it's pretty disheartening when you don't get an audition. I have kept up with going to the gym though and working out and staying on my fitness regimen. I'm very proud of myself for that. And I do believe that there are other opportunities waiting around the corner for me, and I'm so excited to share those. I do my absolute best to post once a week, and when I don't post once a week, I get very upset with myself because I'm a Virgo. Speaking of which, I believe we have entered Virgo territory. We have. It's Virgo season. And guess what? I'm Virgoing. Anyways, thank you so much for sticking around. I really am so humbled and appreciative by all of the supportive comments that have come in from my friends and family and from random people who take it upon themselves to reach out and comment in the videos down below. I know it's really hard from a viewer's perspective to actually write something. I feel like half of the time I actually write a comment in other people's YouTube videos, I delete it because I'm like, oh, I sound like such a noob, or like, I hate the way I sound when I say that. So even putting yourself out there to drop a comment means a lot, and I appreciate the effort that it takes to do that because it's not necessarily easy. So thank you for that. You're really cool. And you know what's easier than dropping a comment? Liking a video and subscribing. So without further ado, you know who I am, you know what I do, so like, subscribe, and hit the bell too. All right, bye friends.